Hey, you're Roland Archer here at the Wayne Gretzky Sports Centre in Brantford, Ontario with the new co-coach of the Brantford Jr. B99ers. So Dan, is this just a case of new batteries in a toy? You know, it runs down, needs a fresh start. Two games, 2 wins?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of that. We've told the players to play a bit looser, which I think has helped them play. Rex and Gratz are 2 good hockey guys. You know very well who they are, and they put a good framework in for Wes and I to keep working with these kids. And I think it's just a little bit of maybe trying to show the new guy maybe how good they are at what they do, and just believing in each other a little bit more right now. You see a lot of belief in our room, and we're just preaching keep the good habits going and keep the work ethic going.
Now, you've only had even a few practices with the team so far. I mean, what have you taken into it from your training to teach these guys? Maybe is it organization? Is it finishing your plays?
It's just a lot of doing the little things right. I mean, it doesn't matter how skilled you are, whether if you're not willing to go the extra mile and make sure the puck gets out of our zone or in deep into their zone. You could be the best team in the league, but you're never going to have success. So it's just about having that buy-in factor and believing in keeping it simple and running the systems that we're teaching, and just knowing that if we do it, we'll have success. And I mean, we beat 2 pretty good hockey teams now, and we've had success just keeping it simple and doing the little things right.
Okay, and in terms of people would wonder, co-coaching, are you guys splitting duties, or are you kind of both doing the same task?
Right now I don't want to say a backseat approach. I'm working with the D. Wes is working with the forwards, and we collaborate on lineup and things like that. But Wes has been around the guys for 4 years now, and he's been around the team, and we're co-coaches, so I don't want to come in and step on toes. I think Wes is a great hockey mind, and I think him and I working together and bouncing ideas off each other. Plus the guys sort of know Wes' style of communication. Right now I'm just sort of observing from afar and putting in my 2 cents where I can, and as the season progresses and stuff, you'll hear me get more probably vocal from the bench and with the guys.
Okay, now let's talk about with wins would hopefully translate into more fans in the stands. It's maybe not something you noticed during a game, but what would you have to say to maybe some fans that have stayed away because of fans don't necessarily like to watch, like the Leafs are the one exception where fans like to see teams kind of not doing too well. But what would you say to the fans that haven't seen a game in a while?
I mean, if you haven't seen a game in a while, come down, support these kids. I mean, they're working their butts off for this town, and it's a hockey town. I mean, it's a birthplace of the best player to ever play the game, and it'd be really nice to see what happens and how these guys respond with 400, 500, 600 here. I know a Thursday night sometimes tough to get down, especially in the school year, but these guys are really working hard for this town, and it'd be really, really great to see what type of effort and energy level it is with a full barn. I don't think fans quite understand what it's like as a hockey player to have a full barn, and how when you're on that back check in the 3rd period and hearing the stands and everyone go crazy, you do get that extra burst of energy. So it'd be really nice to just see what happens with a full barn here one night.
Thanks for your time, Dan.
Thanks for having me.